Okay, shalom, shalom. This is Kalam Layal Bashim Rashab, Bashim Kakodash, and double honors to the elders and apostles of the Great Millstone, GMS the World Teach Well. Forgive me for my little dog in the background. Here we have someone over, a mechanic doing some repairs in the house, and the dog is a little jumpy. She doesn't really like new people. She kind of barks. I don't think she's like angry or whatever. I think she's just she gets excited when there's new people in the house, so she's gonna bug out, so she's bugging out about that, and probably also bugging out because she smells some fucking cat somewhere around here. So you know her, these dogs, damn cats, not that there's anything wrong with cats. I'm just, I didn't know what to say, so I was just like, those cats, because they'd be around and the dog be bugging out. So, you know me, I always think a lot about Second Esdras and things like that, and I like the book. I like the book a lot. I like Second Esdras, and I'm gonna get into other prophetic books. Like I've of course read a few of them, obviously Second Esdras, but there's prophecy in like everywhere, Matthew, Luke, things like that. And then, everything across like the New Testament, like all the Pauline scriptures, those are all prophecies. And then Acts, there's prophecies in there. So, but in terms of like pure prophetic books, I haven't really got into like a whole bunch of them. GMS homework didn't really have us get into like all of them like that, but GMS homework does give you a base, so that now when I do go into these prophecies, I'm like, oh yeah, that's the split. Yeah, that happened during this kingdom. Oh yeah, the Syrians, Babylonians, and yeah. We're now like I can kind of understand it, but there's a whole world of difference between a whole world of gap, spiritually, between me and any of you, high level brothers. I'm nothing compared to you guys, man. But I'm learning. So Second Esdras 5 and 33. And it says, "Speak on, my Lord." Then said he unto me, "Thou art sore troubled in mind for Israel's sake. Lovest thou that people better than he that meet him?" Exactly, because Ezra is talking to the prophet Ezra, who is a scribe, a priest, and a prophet. He's speaking to the Archangel Uriel, and he's kind of breaking it all down for him and things like that. And that's what Second Ezra is, and this is while he's still in Babylon, and we're still like under captivity. If you read like Second Ezra, the 4th chapter, it talks about how we flee out of the world as grasshoppers because they were jacking us up. We were in subjection, we were in slavery, and we had to work for them and things like that. Like in here now, we're in the valley of the shadow of death, like it talks about in Psalm the 23rd chapter. So we're here in this country, and our lives are counted as nothing. Where people die here every day. We die of diseases, cancers, and all these ailments. People out here getting shot, every other week. You hear another Jeep gets shot, and another one gets shot, stabbings, and then you got like, Jake be fucking crazy and shit on the train, and they stab other Jakes, and it's like, what the fuck, So yeah, it's fucked up around here, man. It's fucked up. Gang violence, and and if you're unlucky enough to be caught in the crossfire of that, then that's a life. I hope you did everything you wanted to, because you ain't making it out. And I'm being, I'm making fun of these people. Cause that's what that stuff happened to. Because we know the Lord is protecting us. We have a hedge of protection around us as brothers that are, really, in this truth. The Lord watching over us, and there's so many scriptures, about that. So it's just Second Esdras 5 and 34. And I said, "No, Lord, but very grief mine have I spoken for my reins. Pay me every hour while I labor to comprehend the way of the Most High and seek out part of his judgment." Right? I spoke as I did because I was confused and upset. I'm always troubled when I try to think about the ways of the Most High, of God the Most High. What's understand a small part of what He does. Exactly, it's grievous unto you. You can't understand it in its entirety. It's too perfect. It's too amazing. You know. As the scripture says, my ways are higher than my thoughts are higher than your thoughts, and my ways are higher than your ways. So roughly paraphrasing that, the Lord is above us. Right, so Lord really, really does care about His people. Really does love, His people. So this is Isaiah 43. Isaiah 43:1. But now thus saith the Lord God, the Lord that created thee, O Jacob, and He that formed thee, Israel. Fear not, for I have redeemed thee. I have called thee by thy name. Thou art mine. And thou passest through the waters, I will be with thee, and through the rivers thou shalt not overflow thee. When thou walkest through the fire, thou shalt not be burned, neither shall the flame kindle upon thee. Exactly, the Lord is watching over us heavy, and it's really beautiful because we know that we here in this valley of the shadow of death, and this land is just so fucking painful, man. I mean, just the death, the destruction, well, not really like death and destruction right now, not heavy, but I mean, it happens, man. Car accidents and there's fucking explosions and shit, and people's fucking houses exploding and getting lit on fire or some shit. Well, house fires and shit like that. Like it's like a gas leak. That could cause an explosion and blow your ass up. And then don't even get me started with the other things, like even when you try to say start a family, which as a man, that's what you want to do, but guess what? You can't do that because most of these women out here are all fucked up. They're all fucking mentally fucked. And I think that's Isaiah the 3rd chapter that goes into our woman. You want to find yourself a wife, but then it's like you look towards your people and it's like your people are fucked. And it's like everything's fucked. The food is fucked. The women are fucked. They're all fucking fat, or they get high, or they're fucking crazy. Either one of those things or a combination of all those things in one. They all fucking, everything's just out of fucking order, man. Everything. Like which one is that, man? I'm gonna come back to this and then I'm gonna close out because this shouldn't be too long. Isaiah 24:5. The earth also faith away. Yeah. So this is a book of Isaiah 24:4. And the earth mourn and fadeth away. The one language and fadeth away. The haughty people, the earth do languish. Right. So fadeth away. Right now, it will fade away literally. Meaning that like no one's gonna dwell here ever again. I think it talks about that Isaiah 30, Jeremiah 49 and 50, I think, something like that. But America's gonna be utterly nuked, and we see right now with America's becoming more and more diplomatically isolated. It's not on a big scale yet, but it's gonna get worse. This time right now, our president really should be really big on his image, but he's just left and right making fuck ups, trying to say, oh look, Russia's diplomatically isolated. I mean, he indirectly, actually, even going back to when he was first, his inaugural speech, he indirectly waged war on Russia. He said, yeah, we're gonna stop Russia. It's like, you fucking idiot, why would you say something like that? Like it's just fucking, like, it's just so much diplomatic blunders. But at the end of the day, you really can't get too mad at him, because for one, he's doing it on purpose. They're all doing it on purpose, right? The president doesn't run anything. Was it like the Rand Corporation, these other presidential advisor groups? They're the ones that really got the power, and they're telling these guys exactly what to say. The age of Caesars and that age is gone, man. That shit is dead. All right, now it's fucking think tanks, and these different kind of advisory groups. They're the ones with the real power. Banks, corporations, those are the ones that have the power. Right now, this is like corporatocracy or some shit, like a weird democratic, a false democratic nation, but it's really like a corporatocracy, a technocratic corporatocracy, you know, where our society is ran by corporations and technology, and it's only getting worse. A lot of people on the earth do languish, right? So this happened through the pandemic, right? And it brought large amounts of depression worldwide upon the proud, right? And it goes to be proud of rich people, right? And life on the Esau is fucking bleak. You know, as I said, everything's fucked. The food is fucked. You know, like certain, you know, minerals and things that's supposed to be in the food isn't there because, you know, everything's fucking mass produced. They don't take their time with the food. They have these mass farms and things like that. You know, society isn't supposed to run like that, man. I mean, really, back in the day, everyone's like supposed to have some sort of farm or something, some way to produce their own produce. You know, if everyone had that, and you know, we had access to those fields and things like that, then honestly, there would be no issue. Even the whole idea of like buying a home, like this is number one. This is our land to begin with. This was our land first, right? You know, going back to Gad and things like that. This is his land. You know, he came here first. This land don't belong to Esau. You know, but my point is, you know, all these lands and fields and shit like that. No one should be fucking homeless, man. You know, but you know, things are out of whack. Things are out of whack. Now, if you want to build something, you need a permit and things like that. And it's like, it's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. You know, fucking metropolitan cities and shit, you know, overcrowding, all this shit. Verse 5, the earth also is defiled the inhabitants thereof, because it transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, and broken the everlasting covenant. I speak more on that, man. It's really it's just an America thing, because, you know, other nations out there, like, they're like kind of metropolitan, they're modern, like different nations across Europe. Denmark is clean, you know, they have clean transportation and shit like that. Why the hell can't we have that, right? Because this place is bleak, and the fucking elites, this is where you get the money, but that's it. You know, they don't give a shit. The elites don't give a shit, you know? They just, you know, have you here, you work, they make you think that you're living the life, you know, that, oh man, I'm here in New York, this is great. And meanwhile, it's fucking shit. Fucking the air, even the air is fucked. Like, you come down here, and this is just my personal belief, you know, like, when you go over here, like, well, it's not my belief, it's facts. It's like, there's so much pollution in here. Like, whenever I've gone to like upstate, like, all my congestion and everything is gone, you know. But as soon as I come back to the city, it comes back again, you know, because it's just like the air is fucking, it's not fucking clean, you know. You go up to upstate, that's what I believe, you know. And maybe Ithaca, maybe it's just a placebo or something, and I'm just imagining it. But I'm pretty sure Ithaca has a lot less pollution, because when I go up there, like, the air is fresh, and like it feels cleaner. I can't explain it, you know. But it's not like that for everywhere. Like, I've gone to like other places across the U.S. and like Baltimore, and it's just like, it's kind of the same as New York, you know. But I'm rambling here, you know. But I believe there's a difference. You could fucking feel it, you know. You know, maybe I should go to like a mountain range or something and see how that feels, you know. Then, you know, I'll probably know for sure. But right, so this is what they've done to the earth, right? The earth is defiled and the inhabitants thereof, right? So you got plastic and water, though the people out of order, right? And then right, they transgress the law, change the ordinance, right? The rulers, going back to 13 families, do not care about the laws, stealing with the land rest, they push unlawful foods, etc. Exactly, you know. And the big thing that they're doing is that, which we know, is there something that went like that? No sin is greater than the other, but we know that sin is transgression of the law. Not that these other nations, you know, can't sin because the law isn't made for them. They're just doing what they do, right? But, you know, these nations, what Esau is doing is fucking horrible, you know. They've gone worse, you know. Like, now the big thing now is melding man with machine. And that's a complete disregard for what the Most High has created for His order. And like it talks about in Ezekiel 28, Esau wants to say that he's God. Second Thessalonians, the second chapter, he says to himself that he is God. That he's the one that should have the rulership. He's the one that should have the power and the control. And this is what he's doing. He's fucked with the animals. He's fucked with the plants. He's fucked with nature. And now the final thing that he wants is that he wants to get inside the people, right? And he's gonna do that. He's gonna accomplish it. Pertaining to Revelation 13 and 16 on down. So, this is what's going on. I made a video about it, which no one watched, but it doesn't matter. But if you happen to find this channel or something, go check out one of my older videos on this channel, and you'll see that I mentioned, a group called Idemia, and they, make biometric kind of like ID software. They're helping you with the entry-exit system, but they're not making like the MLTB, at least, so that's what they're saying. But what they're saying is going to lead up to it, and groups like that, are going to work together with, these state run facilities and departments to create the MLTB. So, I believe BlackRock already made one. Just to go into example, I know there was that one place in was it Barcelona, that club that made it. And they said, if you want to be VIP, you need to have the MLTB. I mean, I've seen random people online with it, with a chip in them. Listen, that nigga name, Kid Boo got one too. But he took it out. So the MLTB is already here. It's been here, but that's what Esau is doing. So that's pretty much it. This is probably like 20 minutes. That was my bad. It's lucky. We'll need for sure.